This is River Shaw. At the start of 2025, he was stuck making $4 to $5 grand a month in commissions.
What are you making now total? Like 3,500.
It's shit, man. It's like, 3,300 base.
And no matter how hard he worked, he could not break that ceiling. Fast forward just 3 months after joining Closer's Cult in March 2025. In June, he hit his biggest month ever, $15,000 in commissions at just 22 years old. In this podcast, we dive deep on his story, his upbringing, and how he got to the point he's at now after investing into another mentorship prior to joining Closer's Cult, and how he went from being stuck, consistently hitting ceilings and hitting walls, to breaking past that barrier, and again, hitting $15,000 in a single month in pure commissions through remote sales at 22 years old. So without further ado, enjoy the interview with River. What's your name and how much did you make in commissions last month?
Yeah, so my name is River Shaw and I made $15,000 in commissions last month.
Cool. And so bringing it back before sales, even before the online world, all that sort of stuff, where did you grow up? Like, what were you like when you were younger?
Yeah, so I grew up in a really small town, about 6,000 people. So really small town in the East Kimberley of WA, super hot weather. So pretty much, schooled there, did all my schooling in the one school, yeah.
And were you more of a math guy, an English guy? Were you crap at school? Like, what were you like in school?
I don't think I was an anything guy. I think I was just there for socialising, playing sport. That was about it. Terrible at maths still to this day. I don't even know my times tables, but I didn't enjoy school one bit. I was only stayed there because of my mates. Otherwise I would have been gone. Yeah.
And you went till grade 12?
Yeah, graduated, went through. I don't know how I survived that long, to be honest. But I got there in the end.
Yeah. And then did you go to university after, or what did you do after school?
No, so I floated around in a lot of different jobs, tradie work, fridgie, telecommunications, did that for a bit, fell through a roof, broke my wrist and some bones in my spine. So I was like, nah, I got booted. After I fell to the roof, they fired me, even though it was an accident. So that left a bad taste in my mouth with trade work. And then from there, my parents have always done like youth work. So I kind of just fell into youth work and I started doing that. And I was like good at it, but I knew it wasn't like a long-term thing. Yeah.
So before the youth work, how long were you working in the trades for?
So I actually did that during school. It was like in year 10, 11, like doing a traineeship. So I did that for like a year part-time and then a little bit after school. But pretty much majority after school was just youth work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you were doing that, when you were in the trade work before you got the boot for falling through a roof, were you like, yes, this is what I'm going to be doing for a while? Or did you always have an inclination you were going to do something else? Like, what were your thoughts around that?
So I was doing youth work for over 3 years. In that time, I was enjoying it. Like, you get some good satisfaction. It's tough work though. I've always wanted to do online work. I've always looked at it and thought, I'm just going to do it. I don't know how. I'm just going to do it though. But then parents and what they want for you kind of just kept me like in that kind of route, following that path, just because parents thought it was a good idea. So I was like, I'll just stick to it. And then I was just kind of climb the ladder there in the youth world and trying to become manager. And there's a bit of a story there as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like in Perth, but I know for me with my family, like my grandma's Chinese, so she's super like traditional. And when she found out I dropped out of university, it was like her world almost ended. Like it was such a pattern interrupt for her because it was against what she was expecting and what she thought was normal. What did your family think? Did they say anything? Did they have any hesitations about it?
So I don't think I told anyone when I did invest my first lot of money into the online space. So I was doing youth work. I wanted to become the manager. There was no manager there for a while. I was like just below the manager. I was the one with the most experience there, or the most connections with the kids we work with. And I just thought that I'd get the role when I applied for it, but I didn't. And that gave me a bad taste and I was just pretty pissed off, to be honest. And since then, I was just like, I'll just stick it out, maybe become manager, get more experience. And then I went into potentially doing counselling.
Okay.
I was like, maybe I should do counselling and study that because I can do that online.
Yeah. So how old were you when you were doing the youth work?
From 18 to 22.
Okay. And how long were you doing it before you thought, okay, maybe I get into therapy or counseling? Sorry.
I would say about 2.5 years, close to 3.
All
And then at the
right.
very end, I was like, I've got to find a way to work online so I'm not always having to go to work in person. So I thought that would be a good route. I actually signed up to university for that.
Oh, true. What did you
And
sign up for?
It's like a diploma, not a diploma, a Bachelor of Counselling.
Okay. So to get into counseling, therapy, that sort of realm, that's what
Yeah.
you're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, worked out in the end because, I mean, that's pretty similar to sales
It is.
to a degree.
The stuff I did take away was pretty similar.
Yeah. Okay. So you started studying that and then what happened?
So I actually passed my first assessment. I was surprised because I thought I was dumb, but
Yeah.
I was doing well. But then I was just like, I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to keep writing assessments and like, this is just not me. I don't want to do it. So I just pulled out.
What do you mean it wasn't you? Like,
I was just never good at studying or doing writing and just doing strict assessments and just was never good at it. I could do it, but that motivation wasn't there to actually follow through with all of it.
yeah. So you pulled out of that. Did you have another plan of what you were going to do instead, or you just went like, fuck this, I'm out?
So I was still doing the youth work at the time.
Okay.
So I still had that there. And then I think it was a few months after that, I just kept seeing these ads about sales.
Right.
People.
Was sales the first online thing you saw? Because I know for me, I saw drop shipping, SMMA, I saw all this other stuff. Or was sales the first thing that came on your feed?
I definitely would have seen it, but nothing really caught my eye as much for some reason.
What caught your eye about sales when you first saw it?
Just it being a fundamental of any business, just knowing that and just thinking, oh, that sounds pretty solid. Just knowing that any business owner needs sales. So I thought that could be a good option and just seeing a lot of young guys do it.
Yeah. So you saw a bunch of ads and then like, I mean, sales is pretty broad, right? So like you could have done in-person sales or like a more corporate tech sales role. I'm guessing you saw a bunch of like high ticket sales stuff.
Yeah.
How long did you look at ads before you went, okay, like I'm actually going to try this?
It wasn't very long. It was probably only like a week. I had a call with one person, thought it was a bit iffy. And then
This is like a sales call?
sales call with someone. Oh, there's a lot more involved in the story, I just realized as well.
You don't have to name drop them, but...
Even before that, I tried doing fitness coaching. So that's something I forgot.
Ah, okay.
So do you want to dive into that?
Yeah.
So after the counseling, it was actually fitness coaching. So I forgot about that part. I wanted to be a fitness coach because I was passionate about doing fitness and health and lifting weights and all that. And I was looking for a mentor for that because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was posting 3 times a day. My energy was disappearing. I was going to the gym for like 2 hours after work each day.
Damn.
So I was working 8 hours a day doing that, editing the videos, trying to think of video ideas to talk, to connect to people. And I did that for 5 months.
So you were posting 3 times a day on Instagram for 5 months trying to be a fitness coach?
I don't know how I forgot that.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was doing that,
You
posting
didn't get
content.
any traction? Like,
No, I went from 0 followers to almost 4,000 in 5 months, but they weren't the right followers.
what kind of people were they?
Young people, too young.
Right.
I think nothing they can convert to sales.
Were you just like thirst trapping or?
It wasn't thirst traps. It wasn't thirst traps. I don't know why I was attracting the wrong people. So I did that for 5 months. No traction. Got closed on a sales call over the phone. I didn't know at the time it was sales. Had no idea. And someone from Tribe Fit. I don't know if you've heard of them before.
No.
So I got closed on that and it was like 11 grand. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. I entered the program and there was like no active members. Everyone was like 40 plus years old. I was trying to get in contact with people and there was like no answers. So I actually backed out of that
So that was a business mentorship for your fitness coaching?
for fitness coaches.
Okay. So you paid 11 grand for that, jumped
And a
in.
plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're like, then what? You backed out because you're like, okay, this isn't what I thought it was.
Yeah. It was kind of sold to be a bit different. And there's like literally no active people in that group. It's a Facebook group too.
Okay. So
And-
then what happened?
Got a partial refund, left that. Thankfully, he was kind enough to do that. And then I went to another coach, an influencer that does fitness coaching because I connected to him more. Then I just went, stuff it, I'm going with him. I'm going to get the support there. It was great and all, but you know what it's like. Like content creation's a bit. It's something almost. You can get that stuff off the internet. Majority of the stuff, when it comes to like getting viral and all that. It was good. It kind of definitely started that journey of me being an entrepreneur. So it was a good stepping stone. I did that for a bit. It just wasn't really gaining the traction I wanted.
Were you making any money from it?
No, no money. So I was just losing a lot of energy. I was getting drained. I didn't know how draining posting content was, especially while you're doing another job. And small town, everyone could see my posts, including the people I worked with, including the kids I worked with, because it's a public Instagram page.
What did they say?
Had people commenting, like colleagues saying, just a whole bunch of stuff really. I just ignored it. I kept posting, kept saying what I wanted to say in my videos. Didn't really care, to be honest.
What kept you going through that? Because a lot of people, like, they get that bit of, not hate, or like people making comments like that. Like I got that at Macca's, like, oh, you're trying to be an influencer. Like, what's this? Oh, Instagram King, Mr. Orlando. Like these little comments that are like designed to kind of drag you down a bit.
Yeah.
A lot of people get deterred by that. Like, why did you have so much faith to like just keep going past that?
I just looked at their life and thought, I don't want their life, so no point listening to them. I'm just going to keep going down the route I want to go down. So I continued to post content, and then I was like, no, I'm not gaining enough traction to where I want to, like, to where I'm wanting to go in life. And then I saw the ads for sales training.
So how long did you do fitness coaching total? Like 8 months, 9 months?
Nah, 5 months with zero money, zero clients, just a whole bunch of videos.
And you didn't make a single dollar?
Not a single dollar. I spent money, that's it.
Damn. Okay. So then you start seeing ads for sales.
Yeah.
And you're, what, 21, 22 at the time?
This would have been 21, 22, yeah.
Okay. And you're still doing the youth work.
Yeah.
And then you see the ads for high ticket sales. You're like, okay, cool. It's fundamental for any business. And then what happened? Did you join a mentorship? Did you just try and lone wolf it for a bit?
No, I didn't try to do it on my own because I had no clue whatsoever.
Okay.
Never saw myself to be a salesperson because the bad reps, people can get being a salesperson on movies and stuff like that. Hopped on one call. They didn't even have a website or not even an Instagram page or anything like that. So I was just like, I don't think that one's that great. I knew the prices of all of them. I was willing to pay that because I invested money in the past. And then a second call, I just bought it. Didn't need to get sold on it. I was just like, I'll just pay it.
Yeah.
Just let me join.
Did you see material from them before that you're like?
I was looking through everyone's Instagram page and looking through it and just seeing which one had the best testimonials, things like that. And I just went for one based in UK. I don't know if you want me to drop the name or not.
No, you don't have to drop it.
Yeah. So it's based in UK, and I did that for 3 months. So I was doing it for 3 months while I was working. I was going to work every day. I was doing role plays in the morning before work. I was doing role plays after work till 1 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're in the UK, so the time zone must have been like completely
and I was
off.
just studying over and over again.
Wow.
Because I really wanted to get out of my situation. So
hang on. So what did your day look like in that time? Like, what did an average day look like for River?
So it was just waking up early in the morning, doing at least one role play and some like study there in the morning.
What time are we talking?
It wasn't crazy because my work started pretty late, so it'd be like 7 in the morning.
Okay.
Did that, went to work around 8, 9 a.m. Went to work for 8 hours, went to the gym, came back, and then I was up till like 12, 1 a.m. doing more role plays.
And then going to bed.
Yeah.
And you had a partner at the time.
Yeah.
Damn.
She was cooking me steak and stuff while doing it. And just
Wow.
like giving me steak at my desk. And
That's awesome. I can see why you married her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what do you think about people who say they don't have the time?
Oh, yeah. You've always got the time.
Yeah.
Just whether you make it work or not.
Yeah. That's pretty okay. That's pretty high dedication. Like I know you make it sound like it's not that much, but like staying up to 1 a.m., getting up at 7 every day. How long did it take you to start making money in high ticket sales?
I think I got a role only after about 2.5 months of me getting into sales.
Okay.
So I was just doing it way more role plays than anyone else in that group. I was doing 25 a week. and tracking every single role play I did
Nice.
over and over again. And then I got a role. I think the first one was like some gym membership one online. Wasn't the greatest. Just
Like
very
selling
low,
gym memberships.
pretty low ticket, yeah, and like programs, like small 3-month programs. Did that for a bit. Wasn't the greatest. Got into a health offer, the one I'm still with today.
Yeah.
And
How did you land these offers? The first one and two.
just trying to find like free job boards and free communities and things like that. And it's outreaching to businesses and
On Facebook, Instagram.
yeah, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Just outreaching to everyone possible. I was just spamming everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like whatever you were doing, you were going hard at it.
Yeah.
Whether it was the fitness coaching 3 times a day, high ticket sales and 25 role plays a week, then applying. Like, it may not have been like the best or most efficient thing, but you were just like, I'm just going to put in the volume and put in the work.
Yeah.
Okay. So then how long did you do that first fitness role for before you jumped on the other one?
So it was only a short amount of time because I knew it wasn't high ticket, so it wasn't really something I really wanted to do. So that was like a couple months, maybe it was only a month, and then I got the other role. Was like, okay, I'm leaving. It's higher ticket, more potential to earn more money, and then I also got a other fitness coaching role based in America.
Okay.
I think this one was the first one I got before the medical one.
Yeah.
So it was for a big influence with over 2 million followers.
Right.
So pretty good for a first role. Pretty much a first high ticket role.
Yeah.
It was good, but it was US hours, and I was taking calls after work, still working this time.
Because you're in Perth, it's a 2-hour difference to East.
So it was US hours, so it was night. So I'd get back, I'd finish work at 6 p.m., start taking calls at 7 p.m., be taking calls from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
And I was making some money there.
How much did you make in your first and your second month?
First and second month, probably only about like $3 grand.
$3,000. Okay.
Yeah.
And
around that.
And then, so how long ago was this? What month are we talking? This is in.
This would be my third month in sales.
And this was this year or last year?
This was the end of last year.
Okay. It's like November, December.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened?
Yeah. It's so blurry because it happened all so quick.
Yeah.
So I did that for a few months. We were closing at a pretty good close rate, but I think it had that influencer effect as well.
What do you mean?
When people were just kind of fans and will just buy it no matter what.
Okay.
So we're just pumping through calls. It's closing at like 50%.
Nice.
It was all right, but it wasn't managed properly, I don't think. So the lead flow was getting pretty bad, like the quality, like 16-year-olds and stuff.
Right.
I didn't really have money, really, really crazy payment plans, and it just started falling apart. And I couldn't work those hours anymore. I was just getting a bit too exhausted.
Okay.
So then I moved into the medical offer, based in Australia. Seemed pretty good. I was the first closer there, or setter/closer. Did that, and then that's when I was earning around like $3-4 grand a month in that.
Okay. And then, so that brings us to 2025. Jan, Feb, March. What did that look like?
Yeah, so that kind of stayed around. I wouldn't say it wasn't really more than $5 grand a month.
Okay.
I'd say.
So just kind of averaging that.
Yeah, around $5 grand. Yeah.
And then March is when you joined Closers Cult, because I remember I was in the Gold Coast with Anton and Luke, and I remember our call.
How's it going, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Why did you you were already working with a mentor, so you already had a coach, you're already in a coaching program. So why did you even look at another one?
How can I help?
Well, I need to be in a network because I'm not in a network at the moment. So I definitely need a network. That's the main thing I was looking for. And then also just keeping my skills up to date because I'm no longer at the training academy I was in before.
What training did you do?
And
yeah. Don't they have a network?
They do, but it's all UK, like you mainly UK and American based. It actually did really well. Like I was the most active member in that community like they've ever had, and all the workers said that too, all the trainers and stuff. So I actually left that other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How come?
They had a guarantee.
Yeah.
And it was like if you do absolutely everything, track everything, and you still don't make your investment back, you get your money back. And I did track everything, and all the coaches knew I was the most active member there. And I was like, you know what? It's there for a reason. Why not just give it a shot? Just see. He didn't. He just said no. Like, you didn't track it properly. Even though all the coaches were on my side. That place is falling apart now anyway.
Yeah, okay.
All the coaches have left that company.
Interesting.
So I just said, all right, I don't want to continue. I was still on a payment plan. And the conversion rate changed. So what would have been $8,000 was going to turn into $11,000.
Right. Okay.
And then I was like, if this guy's not going to, actually stand by his word, and even though the coaches are on my side.
So with the guarantee, it was like, if you track everything, what did you have to track? What were the numbers you had to hit?
It was like a certain amount of outreach. I was like doing so much outreach. I got a role, so I did everything to get a role to make the money back. I think it was like a certain amount of hours each day, and I was clearly doing enough input.
Yeah.
But he said, oh, you're meant to use this tracking document. And the coach never gave it to me at the start when I onboarded. And I said, I didn't know there was a certain tracking document I had to use.
This is the thing about guarantees. It's like, I mean, now looking back, you can probably see maybe what was wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like, if nowadays when you look at someone that has a guarantee like that, whether it's like guaranteed placement or guarantee you get your money back, like what would go through your mind now after having been in the space a bit longer to maybe some of the newer guys?
Yeah, there's no point relying on a guarantee. Like, the only thing you can rely on is yourself. Go into it knowing that you have the control of your outcome. Even if it has a guarantee there, just ignore it. There's really no point, because there's going to be all ins and outs and details that you need to follow.
Yeah.
And it's probably just going to be too stressful trying to follow that guarantee, and you'll probably take you off the path of you actually becoming successful.
Yeah, and like, this is the thing I don't like about guarantees, because it's like, you got guaranteed placement, which is one. Like, guaranteed will get you a job. It's like, okay, you can guarantee that, but the job could be shit. Or you could get on a really great offer, but if you're shit, you're going to get offboarded anyway.
Yeah.
So you're not going to stick on. So that one's BS. Then the other one is guaranteed you get your money back if you hit certain criteria. But then it's like, you're going into it with an exit plan.
Yeah.
And it's like, it sounds kind of cliche, but if you're ready to quit something, don't fucking start it.
Yeah.
And I literally say that to people. Like, if you're already thinking about worst case scenario and what happens if you don't make your money back and all these things, and you go into it with that mindset, you're cooked from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, you have to go into it with, if I do everything I possibly can to make it work, is there any reason I can't make it work?
Yeah.
And that's like how we handle objections as well.
That's what we tell people now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, right? Okay, so you left that mentorship, but you already got coaching. You already did role plays.
Yeah.
So what was the mindset behind, okay, let me get another mentor?
Yeah, so I was in a setting/closing role. Doesn't require too much skill. They're like 15-minute calls. It's a pretty laid down type of offer.
Okay.
Because it's just a well-needed thing.
And how'd you get that one? Outreach as well?
Outreach, connected to someone, connected me to Matt Ryder. Matt Ryder connected me to...
Ah, nice. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
so pretty random. So I got that. I was just sticking to it because it was just, fairly easy gig, pretty flexible. And then I felt like I was getting too comfortable. And then also not utilizing the skills that I put so much effort into learning, like doing all those role plays. I was like, I don't want to get that. I don't want that all to go to waste, right? So I was just a bit worried about my skills disappearing. And then I found out my partner was pregnant, and then I was like, damn, now I've really got to sort this out before it's too late.
What was it about your partner getting pregnant that woke you up?
Well, just having another responsibility to look after. So just making sure that I can provide and not suffer and not earn $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, something's got to change. And I've been watching you for like 6 months.
Oh, true. Okay.
I think it was about 5, 6 months.
So when did you find out your partner was pregnant? What month was that?
What month was that call?
March. We had it.
It was only a couple of weeks before that call.
Okay.
Yeah.
So around that time.
Yeah.
And so you found me, so if you followed me for 6 months, you would have found me like August, September last year?
I was telling people to go to you.
Yeah, because you referred James.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
how did you find me? On Instagram?
Yeah, just you popped up one day. I think you only had like 3,000 followers back then.
Yeah.
Grown quite a bit since then. The stuff just seemed a lot better than what I was taught.
Okay.
And it just seemed, more genuine and being Aussie and all.
Yeah.
It was just kind of just better. Aussie
Now
time
you
zone
realize
and
that
stuff.
was a mistake. I'm not genuine at all.
Yeah,
And-
terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, so I saw that and I had my experience. It was like, dude, if you want to get into sales, just go to Orlando. Don't go to the one I went to.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
So you saw me for 6 months, then you left that mentor, then your partner got pregnant. You're like, shit,
Yeah.
daddy's got to do something. Like,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then we were, I think we messaged back and forth for a bit before you jumped on a call, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did.
What were your like hesitations beforehand, if any?
There wasn't too much, I'd say. Just like investing another large sum of money, I guess. Bit of a hesitation there.
Why didn't you let the first experience hold you back? Because some people, they'd get burned. They'd never overcome it. They just go, oh, all coaches must be crap. Like, why did you go again? Why did you back yourself again?
Oh, why did I do that? I was close. Like you could see, I was pretty on the call. I was pretty annoyed, like with the space. I just wanted to make it work. I just didn't see myself going back to a normal job. Just didn't want to accept that, going back to just a standard hourly wage. So
It was considering the alternative.
yeah,
It's like, cool, if I let this bad experience hold me back
yeah,
forever, what's the alternative?
Yeah.
Which is what we do with prospects.
yeah.
That's cool. Okay. So then we have our call.
You seem to have a decent like Australian connection. I think that's the one thing I was struggling with, was getting like into Australian roles.
And then you jumped in, and then, so that's like March. What happens then? What happens next?
Yeah, so learned your way of sales is fairly different to like the way I was taught. Mine was taught like just dig, just like over and over again.
Like very pain heavy.
Very pain heavy.
Okay.
And then I saw your style and it looked so much more laid back and easy. And it's like, oh, this looks way less draining than what they were teaching us to do. And it made it much more simpler, the process for me, I'd say. Even just having that straight away. I watched every single recording you had like within the first week. So
And that's a lot, by the way, because I have 30 plus of my own sales calls in there, like 50 plus recorded coaching calls. Like, so the past 3 months of coaching calls are all up there. Like, that's a lot of material. And I remember, I think it was like the first or second role play you jumped in where we were practicing objections. I actually posted it to YouTube because it was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, damn, like you've clearly gone through my stuff.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people who were in the training that hadn't gone through everything, that had been there longer than you, I think it actually woke some of them up. Because I looked in their eyes when I was watching the Zoom, and they're all kind of like, oh shit. Like, yeah, the material's there. River's just like gone through it. Because you came in and like, yeah, there's obviously some tweaks, but it was pretty good, pretty quick.
Cool, Sam. So where do you want to go from here?
Give me like a day or two. It is a lot of money, man. So I just need to think about it for a little bit.
Just make sure for you, bro, like really good. You got the work tracks like 80% of the way there. Just make sure you slow down as well. Just at the end, I was about to type it in the chat as you were keeping going. I was just going to say like slow down.
So how many of my calls did you watch?
It was all the closing call recordings. So
Yeah.
that's how I learned best, just from watching people do it.
Yeah.
Then just keeping that in my head fresh. So I watched every single closing call recording.
Watching me actually preach what I
I learned
teach.
I learned best doing that.
Yeah.
Just seeing I'm a very practical person.
Yeah.
So just watched it over and over again. It's very enjoyable for me to watch. I like it. It's like a movie to me.
It's like valuetainment.
yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's funny. So I watched that and just clicked.
Yeah. And then what, so then from there, like you're still on the health offer you had. I think after maybe a month and a bit, we got you on a second offer closing as well.
Yeah.
What else did you sort of notice or learn like after those first few months in the training?
Yeah, well, the biggest thing was having the connections. I had 0 connections beforehand, pretty much no connections whatsoever. So that was a very valuable thing to me, actually having businesses and people to connect with, other Aussies. I didn't have any Aussie sales mates as well in the space. So having that was super helpful, and it like just boosted my progress so much more in that short amount of time.
Why do you think that was, having more Aussie connections? Why did that help?
Because they're obviously in roles too. So just having those connections of what they're doing, how they got there, the job board that you have as well. Yeah, that was really helpful.
And I don't know, maybe I don't want to spoon feed you answers, like I want it to be your idea. But I thought for me, like when I was obviously being grown up in Australia, a lot of the time when I was selling, I was mainly connected with guys overseas in the US. So I'd be connected with guys in the US or in other states, and I always kind of felt on my own on this like big ass island in Australia, thinking I'm just doing it on my own. But then once I started connecting with other Australians, seeing them do it, seeing them make the money I wanted to make, for me, it sort of helped me realize, okay, shit, this is actually possible.
Yeah.
And like feeling like I'm part of something bigger than just myself.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we can shit on people going into offices and working 9 to 5s and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But one thing that's really good about those jobs is that you can actually have a community. You can make friendships. You can go out after work. You can socialize. Whereas when you're in remote, high ticket sales, it's you on Zoom like all day.
Yeah.
And people don't actually talk about how lonely that can feel when
Yeah.
you don't have other people that are with you, especially in Perth.
Yeah. There's not much sales guys in the Perth.
Yeah, like it'd probably be, I mean, I could be wrong, but I reckon a lot of people in Perth, if you told them what you do, they're like you'd have to explain it a few times for them to
I
understand.
definitely do. Yeah.
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 So how important was that? Like having other people that you're like, okay, they're actually doing it too in the same country as me.
Yeah, I think when I saw Anton's progress, because he was obviously your first student, I think I noticed that and I saw how quickly he progressed. I was like, this guy hasn't been in sales very long and he's already hitting these numbers. It's like, you're obviously doing something right because I didn't hit those numbers that quickly. So that was the first thing I saw and I was like, damn,
Yeah.
he's no different to me.
Yeah.
He's not some genius.
Yeah.
So I thought if he can do it, I can do it. So just seeing people like Anton and the boys.
And it starts there. It starts with the belief that you can actually do it. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you work 2 offers, right? Which might sound foreign to a lot of people. Like, so you had the setting and closing. It was like
Yeah.
a hybrid role on the health offer.
Yeah, part-time. Yeah.
And then you onboarded the closer role as well.
Yeah.
Like what? Because you were bubbling around 5K a month. What was the difference to hitting 15K last month?
The difference was just having more drive. Obviously, investing in yourself makes you push a bit harder as well. And just having people around you to kind of push you. Just, you know, it's like when you have people around you to kind of motivate you more, like having more of a community just to hit those numbers. And I think I just told you I'm going to hit 15K. Just setting that goal just allowed me to do it.
Yeah.
So I think I got an extra 6 or 7K on the other offer
Yeah.
with pretty slow lead flow.
Yeah.
So that allowed me to do it, and then just kind of dialing in my skills
Yeah.
as well.
I totally understand it and get it, like why you might feel a bit uncertain. It's a lot of money. You know, I guess where you are today, Orlando, is you're kind of making that transition into, you know, a kind of a business owner mindset. It's very new. You've never done it before.
Okay, just pause. So where you're going now, you're going into fear. You're good at fear objections, but before you go into fear with money, you want to run through
Yeah,
value.
Todd?
Do you want to role play it?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Just slow down. That'll go over people's heads.
Okay.
And if they go, I've got the money, I'm just hesitant to do it, sweet. Fear. You're good at fear. You can go from there. If they go, oh, I want to do it, I just don't have the money, then you go into payment plan. But
Yeah,
that's why we do this part first, because we tie up value, get them thinking about why they want to do it again, and then we sort out, okay, is it logistical or fear? Does that help?
Cool. No, it's helpful.
Because before last month, so last month was 15. What was the month before? It was like 10, wasn't it?
I think it was just 10.
Yeah. Because I remember saying to you, like, I'll fly to Perth when you hit 10. And you're like, no, wait till I hit 15.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's see it. And then you fucking did it.
And it still doesn't feel good enough.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why's that?
I don't know. Just money goes pretty quick these days if you're not careful. So 15 grand doesn't seem like that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's 20K.
It's interesting. I feel like you're the type of guy where that's never going to go away. And I'm the same way. No matter how much it keeps going, I'm still like, oh, no. Like, then your expenses rise. You got a kid on the way. You're probably thinking about that.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. I mean, I have no doubt you'll hit 20, 25K months. Like, you have the skill. I think even last month, like with the offers you're on, to be able to squeeze 15K out of that is definitely something. We obviously won't go into too much detail about the specific offers and what was happening, but based off what I saw, I think with you on better offers or a better offer, you can definitely hit more than 15. So the fact you're able to squeeze it out of that is pretty cool in itself.
Yeah.
When you hit it, everyone's had the same answer for this, by the way, so I'm curious to see your take. When you hit 15K, did you have any feelings?
Not as much as I thought I would.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I was like, it's going to be crazy hitting 15K. 10K used to be a big number to me. I remember telling my partner, if I have 10 grand a month, we can rent a place out for $1,000 a week if you wanted to. No, not really. Yeah, so wasn't that of a crazy moment? I guess that's what happens when you just want to level up your life. It's just the levels keep changing as well.
Yeah, that's what everyone said. Everyone said that I asked, like Levi said the same thing yesterday. Like, there's no feeling you get when you hit it because you can already see it. And by the time you hit it, it's already normal. It's already the standard you've set for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to like the beliefs you have around money at 22, because achieving 15K a month at 22, like that's not normal compared to the average in Australia. Like the average wage in Australia, I think is 6.5, 7K a month. And that's not including age.
Yeah.
To do that at 22, how different is that to maybe the other people or you hang out with, or compared to the standards that are around you?
Yeah, it's pretty different. People are usually just happy to sit around 5 grand a month, continue going to work and getting drunk on the weekends and doing that over and over again.
Yeah.
So, like, I want people to win as well. So, like, mates and stuff, I'll tell them about it. Like, you can do this. Even my cousin, I was like, do you think you would actually pay for coaching if you see me get to 10 grand or 15 grand a month? They said yes. And I said, hey, do you remember you said that? Well, I hit 15 grand a month. I hit $15,000 last month. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know what holds you back.
What do you think separated you from the others to being held back? Because a lot of people, like you said, they settle for that. That's the normal. They don't push past it. I mean, even trying the fitness coaching is completely different. It's probably a lot of the friends you got and a lot of the people you hang out with.
Yeah.
So why do you think you had this like belief or drive to actually pursue something different?
I don't know. It just comes from somewhere, but I don't know where it comes from because no one in my family, I don't think anyone in my family is really, no one's been an entrepreneur. No one's done that. I don't think anyone's really had their own business, and definitely not online. So I don't know where it's come from. I've just always kind of been the black sheep of the family.
Yeah.
Always, doing stuff that might be questionable. Nothing bad, nothing sus or anything. I've always been pretty mellow. But just always going down different paths and trying different things.
Yeah.
Don't know where it comes from.
Yeah. I mean,
From
dude.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's important. Like, how important has like faith been for you in sales?
Pretty important, but it's also difficult because sales, commission, and all that is so based around money. I've got to make this money, and you're only commission only. It's easy to get focused on the money and start almost that becomes your idol in life, which is obviously not what you're meant to do when you're a Christian.
Yeah.
So keeping that in check as well, because it can get taken away from you like that.
Yeah, that's very true. That's a good point. It is really easy to focus on the money because it's like it's
the whole role. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get cash. That's it.
It's all based around that, and it's a bit transactional, or it can be, and it's like the easiest, most clear scoreboard in a sense, right? It's like, oh, I made 15K, he made 20, he made 10. It's kind of like a leaderboard that you've got, but it's all based around money. Yeah. It's not like society isn't built in a way where your value is based around how good of a person you are or how moral you are, which is kind of sad, but that's just the way it is, I guess.
Yeah.
So going forward, obviously now you've got goals to keep going more and more, but you started the high ticket sales journey 9 months ago, 10 months ago? Like, when exactly did you start?
Probably around, I would say 8.
8 months ago. So 8 months to hit 15K. I mean, again, just to put into perspective, at 22, like a lot of people get set the wrong expectations with high ticket sales, but because we compare it to like all these quick money things we see online, like, oh, they want to hit 10K in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months. It's like, hey, it might take you 6, 7, 8, 10, sometimes even 12 months, maybe even slightly longer. But even if it takes you a year to get to 10K a month, people forget that universities can be $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, sometimes more, for 4 years of your life, Then you finish the degree. You might not even like what you do for work. You might want to change at that point. Then you've got all this debt you got to pay off. Then you've got to
Keeps
go
going
and
up too.
find, yeah, exactly. Then you got to go and find something else. Like, I think we've lost perspective of how good this industry actually is because we see so much extreme stuff of like, oh, go to Monaco, you know, in 30 days you'll make $3,000 a week. It's like, no, hold on. Let's set the right expectations. But even with the right expectations, it's still nuts compared to the average pathway that a lot of people go down.
Yeah.
What would be your advice to your younger self when you started in high ticket sales? Like if you could change something or if you could give that version of River some advice, what would you give him?
Oh, it probably would have just been like, why didn't you start earlier? Like I see these people that start like 16, like obviously they're going to advance so much quicker, so much further. Would basically start earlier. I'm already thinking about training my son in sales.
He's not even born yet.
I mean, the prices are insane now. Like you have to be pretty skillful or have a good business. I mean, when he gets older, if the houses and pricing is this crazy already, imagine when he's 18.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm already thinking about getting him onto early.
Yeah.
Making sure he's earning the same amount of money as his friends' parents will be earning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be a little closer from day one.
Yeah.
That's sick. What do you like? Because a lot of the guys listening are younger as well. Probably don't have a kid on the way like you do. Like that even surprised me when I found out about it. But I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it surprised me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you expect that to affect your sales going forward?
It'd probably just be another driver just to push me even further. Like, yeah, I don't see it being. It won't definitely won't be a negative. That's for sure. It'll definitely be an extra boost, an extra reason to keep pushing, keep getting better.
Yeah.
Another reason to not stay comfortable. So I think it'll just help even more.
And now that we didn't touch on this either. Like obviously now we're looking at. We can say this. We can cut it if not. But now we're looking at like full-time closer roles. It looks like we're about to start one.
Yeah.
Going forward into the full-time closer role, what are some of the main things you've learned that you're taking into this role that maybe you didn't have in the other roles?
Main thing I've learned going into this role is just having a clear process and structure to follow, pretty much. Just keep it simple. Doesn't need to be crazy. Doesn't need to be all these fancy word tracks. Like you can just make it pretty simple, the process, as long as you stick to it and just keep getting better.
Yeah.
I'd say it's different to what I was doing before. It's B2B, so there's a bit of a mindset shift for me trying to transition to that as well. It's just in my head, like the change of going B2C to B2B.
Yeah, I mean, you're still speaking to the decision makers. They're just a little bit more sophisticated than maybe a biz op offer, where they're 18, trying to quit Woolies and start a business. Like these guys already have businesses and now they're scaling.
Yeah.
So they might be more motivated by positive future than negative past. What's like a misconception you think people have around high ticket sales?
Misconception. When I told someone I was doing sales back in my old job, they were saying it's a pyramid scheme, which is the most stupidest thing someone would ever say. But when people just don't know anything, that's their first kind of thought. They're like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. Or you're scamming people. It's like, dude, how am I scamming people? You go to university, you've paid like 80 grand. That's a scam.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the biggest misconception. People thinking it's like you're scamming people or you're just taking people's money.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing I've heard.
I mean, I can speak off my experience. Like courses and coaching is like the only reason I'm as successful as I am. And I still got a long way to go. And I'll probably keep buying more courses and more coaches to get me to that next level.
Gets addicting, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. And then you end up spending all your money. But like Hormozy says the same thing. It's like so many people are worried about like where they put their money, what they invest in, what stock, what ETF, all this stuff. It's like if you're not making that much money, your first step is to make more money. So whatever's going to help you make more money, focus on that. And then once you're making good cash flow, then you can diversify if you want. But I think so many of us get told, like even when I was in Brisbane with my family, they were saying like, oh, you're investing in ETFs or stocks. And I'm like, I'm just focused on investing into things that are going to make me more money.
Yeah.
And then maybe in the future I'll worry about that. And I'm quite aggressive in that sense with my money. Like I'm just very much like just go all in. But I genuinely think that's the right play to do, especially when we're young. Like 5 years from now, when your kid's in school and maybe you got a mortgage and you got all these responsibilities, it's like it's a bit harder to take the risk then compared to when you're in your low 20s.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get someone across the line with the deal when they're 40 years old with 4 kids.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
And I don't have time to sit around for stocks or crypto to go up in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
Like you just need to make a decision and then take action on it.
Yeah. And what's it, you've only lived in Perth, right?
Pretty much Connemara and Perth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess you wouldn't really have much to compare it to. Have you been traveling? Have you gone
Not
anywhere
yet.
else?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, like Bali and all that, but
Yeah.
not too much. Yeah, but it's definitely something I'm wanting to do.
Yeah. What would you say like growing up in Perth is like?
Well, I didn't grow up in Perth, so I was growing up in Connemara.
Oh, right.
So up in the East Kimberley. So that was like 6,000 people, super hot weather, a lot of crime there as well with the kids I was working with. Growing up there was just like tradies, people that are just happy to do the same thing over and over again. You either love it or hate it. It's like some people are only up there for work, some people are up there because they just love the place and they just stay there forever. I was definitely not one of those people. I don't think I liked it really ever. I love fishing. That was the only one thing I liked about living there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you see when you were working in the youth work or the support work that you're like, okay, like I don't want to do this. I want to do something online.
Yeah, like helping people was obviously great, a good thing to do, and I enjoyed that. But then when I saw where the path goes, staying there, which is just being a manager, more responsibilities, you got all these kids' lives on your hands, there, issues they go through, just like it just leads to you get 120 grand a year, which is like nothing, and then you've got all these responsibilities on you, and it just doesn't seem worth it. That's what I saw.
It seems like I get the sense from you that like with the the cost of living and things like that, because like 10K a month, that used to sound like the dream to a lot of people.
Yeah, it did.
But it sounds like even with you hitting that, it's still like with groceries, with rent, with all this stuff.
Like one bag is like $100 groceries.
A bag. I was like, a bag? What? Oh, of groceries. Yeah. Not the other stuff. Okay, cool. Just checking. What do you what are some of the other takeaways maybe you've got from whether it's like Anton or myself or Laura, some of the other coaches in Closer Cult? Like if you could share some nuggets with other people who aren't in there, what are some things you've learned?
Some things I've learned is having a bit more of an understanding why you're asking the questions, not just blabbing it out. Obviously, always active listening because that's the most important thing. You're not just thinking about the next question. And just truly helping the person. Like you're actually there to help the person, not battle. Yeah, you're there to be on the same side and just helping them make that decision. And then something I see as well, which is just kind of my personal take, is people thinking they have to go into setting to become a closer. I see that, and I see a lot of setters, or people that want to become closers, get stuck in setting, or then they have to try to do this weird transition into closing. I think it slows them down. That's what I'd say. I don't know what your opinion is.
I agree, but I'm keen to hear more about what you think. Why do you think it slows them down?
I think they get comfortable in that setting position, and then like, I guess, because that's what would probably happen to me. If I went to setting, I'd be like, oh, I'm kind of earning money here, maybe not as much, but then I've got to do another hurdle jump. I've got to transition into closing and then turn back into start learning closing again, getting used to that, and then you're finding a role. Yeah, I think I've seen quite a few guys get stuck in setting.
I agree. I think it's a trap a lot of people fall into. There's definitely cases where someone should start off as a setter. Like if someone has not much social experiences, like not even used to talking to people. A lot of people are actually like that after COVID. There's a lot of people I've been speaking to that have been quite affected from that 2-year lockdown where socially they just lost all their skills. So for someone like that, I think getting the outbound reps, facing rejection,
Yeah.
getting used to that, you need it. But if you're a guy that's had social experiences, can talk to people, you've already gotten over the rejection muscle. Maybe you've done door to door, or you've done another role like that or similar, and that doesn't really phase you. I don't see the point in starting off as a setter.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it slows you down because you get really good at setting, but a lot of the setting skills don't actually translate to closing. They're different sports. It's like boxing and Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're both in the same arena. You're both in a ring and they're both combat sports. But in closing, like, you've got to be able to kick
Yeah.
and defend with your legs too.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas setting is like, it's just boxing. It's like, it's only half
Yeah.
your body.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the best analogy, but
No, it makes sense. Yeah. No, it definitely does. Like, and you can just tell yourself, I'm just going to be a closer and just aim for that and just do it. That's what I did. I said, I'm not taking anything less. I'm just going to do what I want. And then you just keep applying, and you'll get there.
yeah.
Yeah. I think it's definitely slows you down. If you're wanting to become a closer, if you want to stay a setter, obviously it's fine.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, without villainizing setting, because setting can still be great. I mean,
Yeah.
Levi, prime example, made more than a lot of closers make
Yeah.
as a setter.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of things that lined up and helped him with that, but still, like, as a setter, he did, I think it was 22.9 thousand last month in commissions.
Crazy.
And he's not having to take payment. He's not having to objection handle. He just has to be consistent in the amount of output he does, and he has to basically not fuck up the set.
Yeah.
Like, and it has to be very organized. So, like, they're different skills and both can work. But if you want to be a closer, like you said, you don't have to start off setting. And yeah, a lot of people fall into that
I
trap.
had someone outreach to me on Instagram the other day. And they were asking, like, how do you find roles? And I was like, do you have a mentor? Do you have a coach? Oh, yeah, I'm in this place. I said, why you asked me how to find an offer? Should we teaching you?
Yeah.
And then he said, oh, like, I do role plays with an AI. I was like, dude, come on, man. Like, AI is so much different to actually a real person. I said, if you want to find an offer, just do tons of role plays, get good at what you're doing, and then you'll find a place.
Yeah.
But
Without blowing smoke up my ass, because it's going to seem like a very leading question. What should someone look for when they're deciding on a mentor? Because a lot of people know, okay, they might come to the point, yes, I want a mentor. I don't want to do it on my own. I want help. Now it's, how do I pick the best person for me?
I'm the type of person that always goes to reviews, testimonials. So that's the biggest thing. Like, if they've got people that are, maybe in the same situation, same age, or as you, and you're looking for a mentor and they've helped people like you, that's the biggest green flag, right? If they've helped someone that is similar to you or in a similar situation, they've gotten there just through that coach or the support they got. I mean, it's kind of common sense, right?
Yeah.
To kind of go for that person.
Yeah. Did you see anyone else that you were thinking of going with after you, or did you just follow me for so long? You were like, okay,
Yeah.
it's this
You were
guy.
the kind of the main Aussie sales guy that I knew of. I knew like maybe one or two, but I don't know. I'm a very like, I decide on something, I'm just going to go for it. So I think I always knew I was going to end up joining the program.
Yeah, we talked for a while before.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Is there anything you want to add or any context you feel like we might have missed?
No, I think that's covers it all.
Cool. Well, again, man, thanks for coming on.
Sweet.
Good to see you in Perth. We'll grab a nice dinner tonight
All good.
with the boys, and yeah,
Sweet.
that's River.
Awesome.
Cheers.